My daughter is married to a Nigerian.
Do you think Nigerian men are the best in Africa?
Why not? They are.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me 5 qualities that make them different from every other African man.
They treat you well. They spend on you.
Hey guys, I'm telling you, if you date with Africa man, Nigerian man, if you want to do sweat, Faza, I swear, I will buy car for you this year.
See why other men will feel intimidated by Nigerian men. Nigerian men are bold. Like I say, they are confident. Go-getter. They will go where you will never think of going.
Between a South African man and a Nigerian man, which one do you prefer?
Nigerian guys.
Why Nigerian?
Yo, those guys. Avec, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk at all. I don't want to talk. There is a lot about those guys. Yo,
For an example?
yo. I can say, spoiling the woman. I can say, there is a lot, guys. You won't understand. There is a lot.
Between a Nigerian man.
Nigerian.
Between a Nigerian man.
Nigerians are not just known for business. We are not just known for football, for movies, as well as music. You know, sometimes when we talk about Nigeria, a lot of people will say Afrobeat. Listen, brothers and sisters. If you are watching me and you are not a Nigerian, and even if you're a Nigerian, because I know many of us do not know this, Afrobeat is not our only genre of music in Nigeria. Aside Afrobeat, we have high life, we have juju music, we have Fuji music, we have akpala, we have U-pop, waka music, atilogu, shakara, aute, dadakuda, folk music, bata music, and the rest. But these are the basic genres of music we have because Nigeria is too big a nation. Alright, despite all we have, our men are fathers. When I say fathers, I mean responsible men. Now listen, brothers and sisters, I am a married woman and I've been married for a while now. So I think I have my own fair share of ideas when it comes to marriage. I've been privileged to interact with soon-to-be married women and the newly married women, not just Nigerians. And I will say Nigerian men are different positively. What does a Nigerian man want in a woman? First, I would say respect. Second, I would say loyalty. Third, I would say praises. Four, I would say satisfaction. All these are simply similar, right? Because they are interwoven. Just recognize them as an alpha and they will show you how it feels to be taken good care of. Irrespective of how rich or not so rich they are. It is one of the things attracting some of these men resident outside Nigeria to other women.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the
Nigerians are very complicated people. And you had intimidated him into accepting all this. So that is why I purposed to come, although my diary was, I wanted to really see these Nigerians who have come to harass my friend. Yeah. But I am told you have been well behaved from morning. I have asked whether you have done the needful, and he has given me a brief. Consider yourself lucky that I was not here, because you would have been in a lot of trouble. But because it's done. My daughter is married to a Nigerian. This one now, again, is married to a Nigerian. And our guys around, I don't know. Sijui wako slow ama. So we need to balance these scales. Because at this rate, we are going to have a brain drain from Kenya. I think there is something between Kenya and Nigeria. Yeah? So we should build it further.
Dear brothers and sisters, what we Nigerian women call a terrible husband or terrible boyfriend, or you can say not an ideal boyfriend, right? Or you can say not an ideal man here, is actually the typical kind of men you find in some nations, including Western world. What is it about Nigerian men that is making them stand out? It is not about being handsome. It is not even about wealth. And I would say it is not even about education. When we say that someone is responsible here, we are talking about family responsibility. You know, we have different kinds of responsibility. A lot of you, when we say, oh, that a man is responsible, they do feel that we are talking about a man who does not cheat. No, 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 no. There are so many acts of responsibility, and today we are talking about family responsibility. It is a natural thing in us. Some people will say, oh, Nigeria is too big a nation. We have nothing in common. Please separate us. I would say that that is a lie. That is a lie. Maybe at first, the intention of the Western men to amalgamate us might be for their own selfish intention. However, over time, there became cultural intermingling. So the care given to a woman is very important to her man in Nigeria. Northern men take good care of their women. Southwestern men take good care of their women. Southeastern men take good care of their women. Southern men take good care of their women. Have you bothered to ask yourself, why is it in Nigeria that you have more of slave queen or slave mamas? If you do not know the meaning, well, I will still explain it. It simply means a woman who lives a lavish lifestyle on social media as well as physically. You know, they make it look like they have a perfect life and only date rich or influential men. It is because they know that they find such men easily in Nigeria. The truth is that most of we Nigerian women may not really know how blessed we are simply because we are used to this men. You know, when you cry a little, a guy will send you some change. To even visit a guy, they will send you transport money to and fro. You know, they will take you out, pay all your bills, you know, pay for your flamboyant lifestyle. Still, some of you will still have 3 or 4 men by the side, which in some cases, I do not blame these women. In some cases, not in all cases, in some cases. Why? Because one thing you should know about a Nigerian man is that buying you things or taking care of your financial needs may not necessarily mean that they are into you. If they did not tell you that they want you, or you know that they want to come and see your parents, or make their intention clear, either that they are dating you or something like that, you might just be an acquaintance. So our women do not know that we have gold at our reach, and we are so used to them that some Nigerian women will even prefer to marry whites or Americans or Europeans, you know, something like that. I am not saying that our men are perfect. There are terrible men out there. Okay, now I do see a lot of videos with certain narratives that Nigerian men are marrying foreigners more than Nigerian women. Well, I will tell you that it is a big fat lie. Many Nigerian men prefer marrying within Nigeria. Some of these men are even married to you South African or Kenyan or Ugandan because they are in an environment where they interacted more with foreigners. The more you see, of course, the more you feel. Majority, in fact, 95% of the Nigerian men that married you foreigners did not meet you in Nigeria. True or false? And do not forget that it is only 5% of Nigerians are outside Nigeria. So if you are going to be honest with yourselves, if you are a Nigerian man living in Ghana, for example, the chances of marrying a Ghanaian lady will be high. Why? Because you are within their space. For those of you in Nigeria, mention how many people you know in your place who are resident in Nigeria that married foreigners. Except those who relocated back to Nigeria and came back with the wives they married abroad or outside Nigeria, or the very few that married foreigners in Nigeria. Most men in Nigeria would prefer to marry a Nigerian woman in Nigeria.
What makes a Nigerian man happy is being able to give. A Nigerian man can give you any amount of money. You as a woman, you think, no, I'm eating the guy, I'm scamming him. You're not scamming him. That is what makes him happy. And that's how he's supposed to be, man. A man is supposed to be a man. Why a woman is supposed to be a woman.
It has become a thing now that we experience as Nigerians these days. Every woman in America wants to be a part of a Nigerian man's life. Because of that, so many other African brothers have started claiming to be Nigerians. What do you see in that light?
The Nigerian men are God's gift to women.
Preach, I'm a beg.
They know how to take care of these women. The only problem about Nigerian men is that once you've dated a Nigerian man, you can never date other nationality again. They will spoil you for your future. After Nigerian man, there is nothing the next guy will do for you that you ever appreciate. And the thing is that a Nigerian man, if you're in a relationship, what makes you feel like a man is being able to provide for your woman. And if you are not, giving that service, you feel handicapped.
Right.
You feel like you are not doing well.
Yeah.
So oftentimes you start arguing, you start making problems, not because the woman is the problem, but because you feel like you are not playing your role as a man.
Right.
You are just there.
Now, getting married to a Nigerian man is not just the issue. Don't go rushing, oh, I need me a Nigerian man. It is one thing to marry a Nigerian. It is one thing to date a Nigerian. However, it is another thing to keep them. You must know these things I'm about to say to have it well for you. Just know these things firsthand. A typical Nigerian man is first daring. They don't care. If they want you, they will come to you. My brothers are not cowards. If they feel that, you are beyond their class, or maybe for courtesy's sake, they wanted to save their image, they will send their brother or their sister or sometimes their parents to woo you. It is a Nigerian wheelbarrow pusher that will park his wheelbarrow one side, cross the road and call you, oh baby, how far? Now wow, you are beautiful. Oh. If I have money, I will marry you, true to God who made me. If you like, insult him. That one na your own. Women like men who are daring but appreciating of their nature as women. Number 2, Nigerian men are caring. Now, as a Nigerian woman, you may not necessarily notice, but just try dating a non-Nigerian. Only a few with same Nigerian characteristics will try. Many of them are wahoo. How can you tell me to meet you at an eatery and expect me to share in your bill? What is that supposed to mean? A typical Nigerian man pays. However, I will say it, dating is not the same as marriage. When you marry, your husband should try to set up a business for you. If you are not already working, that way you won't be so much dependent on him entirely to run the house. Although some of these men prefer to have housewives, especially businessmen. If you asked me, it is very risky. So recently, a lot of them now allow their wives to come to their business arena to see how things are done. That way, if you shake, your wife will carry on with the legacy of the business. Some of you men do make mistake. If you abandon your wife at home and she's busy enjoying herself as a housewife, what if something happens to you tomorrow? That is how a lot of women will suffer with their children when their husband is no more. So it is always good to allow your wife to become interactive with your business. That way they will grow your business alongside you. All right. Like I said, if you shake, they will be able to carry on with the legacy of the business and even pass the business right or the business ritual to your children. The third is cultural mandate. It is part of our interwoven culture to be responsible for our family. It is your duty to take care of your wife and children, take care of your aged parents, as well as support your siblings, and still take care of some extra things outside. That is why there is a common saying in Nigeria, to be a man is not a day's job. Na so e be. To be a man is not a day's job. Na so e be. From infants, you are groomed by your parents to be the alpha of your home. Being a breadwinner is the title no typical Nigerian man wants to pass up to a woman, except if nature and fortune didn't favor them. If nature and fortune didn't smile at them, It is never the prayer of a Nigerian man to allow their wives to be breadwinners or to even share 50-50 in the family's responsibilities. So when you see such a thing in a home, it is either that the woman voluntarily or on her own decided to partake simply because she's reasonable. Because some women don't have sense. Why some women are reasonable and not a gold digger, or the man is still struggling to get nature's favor and it is not coming forth and the woman is making it. So you will need to balance your home. So yes, the difference here is that in some nations, it is a mandate, it is a demand. It is ideal for a man and a woman to share bills 50-50, and for even the woman to be the main breadwinner in some nations where their men are useless. No, it is not so in Nigeria. Except, like I said, the man later in life had either a collapsed business or something like that. Show me a woman who is currently the main provider of her home, and I will show you a woman who was well taken care of or dependent on her man in her early years of marriage or in the early years of relationship. Remember, we still have terrible men. There are men who are terrible. There are men who are terrible. They are bad. They make this money. They will not give it to their wives. Yes, we have them. There are bad eggs everywhere. But majority of our Nigerian men are good men.
Do you think Nigerian men are the best in Africa?
Why not? They are.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me 5 qualities that make them different from every other African man.
They treat you well. They spend on you. They are caring. And the other room. You know the other room? They are the best when it comes to the other room, you know?
The Odogu is always the best. Are you serious?
Why not? Of course.
Tested and trusted.
Tested and trusted. You know, even these white people, when they go, they never want to go back.
So you said you
waiting. Why now?
This is good though, but people say Nigerian men can cheat a lot. They lie. Is it true?
It depends. Honestly, it really depends, you know. Some of them, it's an individual thing. Some of them, yes. But some of them, when you get the good ones, you know, what is here is here. You understand? Not that it's not only Nigerian men that cheat. Other men in general cheats, you know. But yes.
But on a large scale.
I prefer Nigeria. I don't Odogu. When you go Nigeria, you can never go any other place.
So when you taste a Nigerian man, you can never try any other.
You can't try any other one.
Are you serious?
Why do you think even the white ones?
It's even white people are running after them.
Now. See why other men will feel intimidated by Nigerian men. Nigerian men are bold. Like I say, they are confident. Go-getter. They will go where you will never think of going. See, Nigerian men are the only men from Africa. They can pull any girl from anywhere in Africa other than Nigeria if they want to. A Nigerian man can date Ivorian, they can date Senegalese, they can date Congolese, they can date Tanzanians, they can date anybody from anywhere on this planet, period. And Nigerian men don't care how beautiful you are, how tall you are, how rich you are. If you are Chinese, white, Asians, whatever you are. If they want you, they will approach you, they will get you. A Nigerian man will fake it until he make it. Nigerian men are not afraid of rejection. They will shoot their motherfucking shot and never miss. They play. Don't play, you will learn.
The next is pride. Now, there are Nigerians who like to show off their wealth, not through themselves, but through their women. In Nigeria, when you make a beautiful hair or you make an expensive hair or you are seen with an elegant outfit, you know, or your skin is so sweet, smooth and radiant, people closer to you will hail your husband. You will hear, oh, your husband is doing well. You know, my brother is taking good care of you, something like that. The cleanliness, the beauty and the radiance of a woman shows how good and wealthy a man is in some Nigerian tribes. And they do not joke with it. Fifth, Nigerian men who are wealthy may not be romantic, because there is no time to be writing love letters when they can warm your heart with bank alert. You will hear bagam. There is no time to front themselves to you when their money will easily magnetize you. You know, we women, we love money. There is no reason to prove themselves to you verbally when their money will clean you up. There is no need to make noise when the world will see their resources all over you. There is no time to start feeling touchy-dovey when they will invest that time to making more money for the family. I'm not saying you won't find romantic ones, but they are mostly the beautifully poverty-stricken boys and young men looking for sugar mummies, or looking for older women to date, or a young boy still hustling to make ends meet, or few men who inherited wealth so they have time for romance, and a very, very few of these wealthy men, like not even up to 10%, right, in Nigeria. Because to a typical woman, bagam, alert, more money is more important to them than that your unnecessary call. So a typical Nigerian woman does not value your flower or your chocolate or your teddy bear if there is no bagam or alert or check attached to it.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the rhythm collide. I'm the king of this groove with the catchy hook. Got the ladies moving and the fellas shook. Just down the boulevard with the top down low. Music blasting loud, feeling the flow. Neon lights flicker in the night's embrace. Lost in the moment, in this rhythmic chase. Catching glances from strangers as I pass them by. In the city of dreams where stars light up the sky. Every step, every verse takes me close to the high. In the soft rap world where I spread my wings and fly.